All right, welcome to the podcast. I am Pia Muehlenbeck. I'm here with Kane.
Good evening.
And this is Wine Time, the show where we crack open a bottle of bubbly and suggest you do the same.
Usually I would say not if you're driving, but in this instance I would expect all of the Pika crew to already be self-isolating, so just go. Let's just drink.
And join us as we chat through the week that was.
Probably shouldn't encourage alcoholism at this point, but hey, what the hell. So today we are drinking just straight vodka because we are out.
We're on rations. We're pretty much out of wine.
It's funny, in Australia they told us not to hoard, don't go buy toilet paper, don't over purchase anything, which we did. I think we were very good. I think I can speak for both of us. We were good in that instance. Yep. The one thing I did kind of over purchase was alcohol.
Wine
for wine time, obviously.
And you know what's worrying?
What?
It's like 12 days in and we're out.
We've had to resort to vodka because we have actually drunk all the wine in the house. So
shocking.
Yeah, this is not wine time. This should be called vodka time from now on.
Vodka time.
That's all we've got left.
It's just podcast time now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I did want to quickly address the absence of the podcast over the last couple of months, because obviously we've kind of just disappeared real quick there. And to be honest, it's something that was kind of personally a little bit tricky for us to navigate. So we started the podcast as, like a fun and carefree roundup of the week that was. So it's meant to be just us pouring ourselves a glass of wine on a Friday and chatting through the interesting and funny stories that we'd seen throughout the week. And then January came along.
The bushfires.
Yes, and Australia just had this crazy bushfire crisis, and then as soon as that seemed to calm down and get taken care of with the rain, we get hit with the coronavirus. And I think both of us just kind of went to sit down, and honestly, we just really didn't know how to address it, because we didn't want to be irreverent or ignorant, but we also didn't really think it was our place to be the commentary or the source of information for these types of things. So we kind of just took a little bit of a hibernation, but after discussing it for a while, we think that it's important now more than ever to kind of do what we can to connect us all and hopefully keep, our collective morale high.
I think it's also important to stay really positive as well, because I turned on the telly the other day. We don't have telly normally. We just have YouTube and Netflix, but I plugged the aerial back into my TV because I just wanted to make sure that I was getting up-to-date news on the current world situation. And it was super depressing.
Yeah.
Every channel was doom and gloom, this horror. The news stations have done these crazy graphics that scare you now.
I know.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm watching a horror movie when I turn on the news, and it's the trailer for the news. I'm like, what the hell, guys? Seriously, calm your population down.
Yeah.
Pia and I had this discussion, and we were like, you know what? Let's keep this really light.
Yeah.
There's enough bad news in the world. Let's just be lovely.
We won't ignore what's going on in the world, but I think, it's nice to just have a lighthearted chit chat. And at the end of the day, all we can do right now is, have a bit of a laugh and connect with each other. So
Absolutely.
Please don't consider this offensive or ignorant or anything like that, because I think all we can do at this point is just sit down and have a laugh.
I mean, we're definitely not being irreverent. Is that the word? Irreverent?
Irreverent.
Irrelevant. I'm quite irrelevant, but we're definitely not being irreverent. One thing I did want to say, whilst we've been away, our podcast reviews have been fantastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe we should just not podcast more.
Just leave the original episodes live.
So many 5-star reviews.
Thanks, guys.
A lot of them are from Latvia.
Oh, I love Latvia.
It's crazy.
As soon as we can travel again, Latvia.
I think it should be the first place we go.
Yeah, we should.
I'm so down.
We'll make a little bucket list for, the future.
I think that's something we should do. I've got such cabin fever right now.
I know.
If you guys are new to the podcast, we travel a lot for our job. We're travel vloggers, really, amongst other things. And so we do travel an awful lot. So us staying in one location and also one apartment where we don't go out, it's kind of annoying. So we have to build this bucket list, I think.
Yeah, I think we just have to, right now, we just all got to be dreamers.
The one thing, yeah.
Make
exactly.
a mood board.
Get on Pinterest, just start making those Pinterest boards.
I've got my Wanderlust board going.
So guys, please don't forget to rate this podcast 5 stars. If you do, and then you see us in the street, we used to say that we would hug you.
Oh, yeah.
That was the thing. I used to say, if you give us 5 stars, you get a hug. 4 stars, you get a handshake. 3 stars, you get a high five. And 2 stars, we don't talk about that. Now, whatever you rate us, you're getting a Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, you're only getting a Wakanda forever if you rate us from 5 till 3.
No.
3 and below, it's going to be blatant head down, walk past.
3 and below is still a punch in the face.
You'll risk some contamination.
Oh man, it's so funny. I think I may never shake hands with anyone again.
Yeah, this might be world changing in how people interact with each other. I hope not, because I feel like we've all really taken for granted, like going to a festival, you know.
I know. One of the last things we did was went to a festival, and I think I left early.
I know.
Now I wish I'd stayed right to the end.
3 a.m. still there. It's
kind of weird.
I used to be like, I hate mosh pits. Now I'm like, give me a mosh pit.
I know. It's really weird. I do miss all of my friends already. It's a weird feeling, and it's only been, well, we've been isolating for 3 weeks now.
No, just under 2 weeks.
No, unofficially 3 weeks.
I see. Yeah.
We're officially on the vlog. We're at day 12 or 13 because when we started the vlogging.
Yeah.
And we were vlogging it from day one. If you haven't watched it already, go check our YouTube channel. But that was a good plug. Wow. I've never spoken that fast in my whole life. But officially, we were planning for this like the week before. So we were really limiting our friend.
Yeah, we kind of did it gradually. Like basically what happened with us first is all our travel jobs got postponed. Then all the events we were
Hang on, back up. All of our travel jobs got postponed in the space of 3 days.
Yeah, it everything got cancelled. And then all of the events that we were, you know, working at and things like that all started getting cancelled. Then we decided it's probably a good idea for us not to go to the gym anymore. And so we started...
I didn't take much convincing. Oh, really? You want me to sit home and eat pizza? I will do that for the cause.
So we did it kind of gradually and just, just stopped going out and doing things publicly. But official isolation, because we started vlogging the whole experience, because we do think it's kind of a unique thing. That's like it's a once in a generational sort of experience.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people realize this is a moment in history. This is a once in 100-year thing.
Yeah.
To vlog it is... like, I think people watch this back in 10 years and go, wow, that's what it was like.
Well, our vlogs are just a diary, right? So it's kind of, it's interesting right now to check in and see how we're feeling and see how we're coping and living and all that, because it's just so different to the norm.
Yeah. So we're trying to do a vlog every other day because we're also dealing with the kind of the fallout of this whole situation with our businesses kind of slowing down. People are purchasing less, all that sort of stuff. So on the every other day, we're working on that.
Yeah.
And then on the even days, we are vlogging and just kind of, we're keeping it very upbeat and fun as well. So if you like to have a little bit of escapism, make sure you go check our YouTube channel.
Yes. One of the things I wanted to talk to you, because I know I've had a lot of questions about this, because you and I have worked together 24/7 for such a long time. Now, so many other people are in the position where they're suddenly working from home, and so is their spouse or their partner.
See, this is a weird thing because a lot of couples function very well, but on the basis that they spend 8 to 10 hours apart every day.
Yeah.
Suddenly they're together 24/7. Now, if you have one bathroom between you, I feel your pain because we did that for a while and that is hard.
Also, like sitting there and working on separate projects while you're in the same house. I think maybe, do you have any insight, any advice, any words of wisdom?
So the one thing, I mean, Pia and I have done this for a long time, 5-6 years. We've been traveling together. So you don't even have the opportunity to get out of the house and go see your mates. If we're on a deserted island, I know it sounds romantic now, but if you're on a deserted island in Bali or, you know, wherever we are, and me and Pia had a little bit of a tiff, you can't run away and go and see your mates and have a beer. Like, you're stuck in that little hotel room.
Yeah.
So very early on, you and I worked out how to deal with this.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we're pretty chill now. Like, I think our stress levels are always just kind of bubbling at around about 30% at max. They never hit 100, you know?
No, that's right.
I think the key thing is you've got to realize that even if that person annoys you for 5 minutes, he or she is still your best friend. You chose to spend all of your life with that person. So, yes, everyone makes stupid mistakes, but you've got to kind of forgive and forget very quickly.
Yeah.
When you are confined in a place together in solitary, basically.
And honestly, sometimes I think even if you have like a little bit of a disagreement or something, if you just spend 5 minutes, just walk into a different part of the apartment or something, take a little breather, and then walk back towards each other and just like talk about something completely fun and random, you tend to kind of get over it, because a lot of the time it's just like the heat of the moment.
Yeah, if you've got a really small apartment, just walk into the corner and stand in the corner,
Stand
face
in the corner and think about what you did.
It is hard though. Like I think it's a really tough thing for a lot of people.
But I also think there's a really good idea if you're both working from home or something like that, or if you're working from home by yourself, to have like a few little routine things that make the whole experience a lot easier. One of them, I think, is to actually set yourself up a proper workspace. So for a while there, when I was at uni, I used to literally work like in bed or on the sofa and all that sort of stuff. And I think it's really important to have like a little zone where you're like, okay, this is me at work. And then when you're not working, you should walk away from that zone and relax.
Yeah, so I've been self-employed as, I don't know if you guys know this, but before I did what I did with Pia, I've been a graphic designer, art director, creative director for advertising agencies for most of my life. And for most of that time, I've been a freelancer. So working from home or not working in an office environment, so no structure. So for me, the one thing I used to do, especially when I lived back in England when I was living alone, I would wake up, have a shower, get ready as though I was going to work. I'd put on clothes. I wouldn't just stay in my pajamas.
Yes.
Get dressed as though you're going to a meeting that day.
Like a proper morning routine.
Yeah, and then I would go down to the cafe. Obviously, you can't do that right now, but go down to a cafe, get my breakfast, and then walk around the block and then come home. And my mindset changed. As soon as I got home, I was like, oh, now I'm at work. And I would do a solid 8, 9, 10 hours at my work desk before then finishing work, sitting down, having my dinner, getting changed and relaxing in front of the TV. And that action of leaving my house changed everything. That really set my mindset for the whole day. And that is the most important thing I think people can do.
Yeah, I think if you get out of your pajamas, that's kind of key. No, because
it sounds stupid, but
it's
yeah,
so
I agree.
tempting when you're working from home to just sit there in like trackies and, little fluffy socks and all that. And whilst that's comfy and all that, I don't think it's super productive.
Well, also, now that we've got iPhones and all our email is on our phones, it's very easy to kind of gently wake up, grab your phone, sit up in bed, and do
work a little bit.
Yeah, but also do your first 20 emails before you've even had a shower.
Yeah.
Sit in your bed. And that is so bad, because if your brain loses sight of what is relaxation and what is work time, big problem.
Yeah.
Because then you end up working all the time.
Yeah.
And then you get chronic fatigue all the time. And it's really dangerous. It's a slippery slope to go down. So if you are struggling kind of with this whole mentality of suddenly being thrown out of your office to have to work from home, definitely get up, shower. Don't even open your phone. Get up, shower, have breakfast, and then maybe if you're able to go for a walk in kind of isolation, go do that, come back, and then start work.
Yeah, and make your plan for your day. Make like 100%. A to-do list. And also, if you can, have some sort of video call or a phone call or something with a coworker. Like for instance, our team is currently all working from home.
Yep.
And every morning we're all jumping on like a morning whip for 20 minutes, half an hour. We all talk through, the tasks of the day and what has to be done. And I think it just puts us all in that mindset of like, okay, the day started, let's go, let's achieve these things.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you still regularly check in throughout the day, but at least you've had that like FaceTime in the morning.
If you haven't got like a set of KPIs for the day, it's very easy to let a day slip into 2 days, into 3 days.
Yeah.
And
just
normally,
watch Netflix,
normally
do some
that,
laundry.
yeah, but normally that doesn't happen because you've got a boss over your shoulder. But don't forget, when this whole situation is over, your boss is going to look at your KPIs and compare them to everyone else in your office and go, well, who performed well in this situation?
Yeah.
And so it's important to still be on your A game even now, even if you're working from home.
I think it's also important even just for your own sanity and like, I think you feel positive when you feel productive.
Correct.
If you're just lying there kind of vegging out, watching Netflix and eating snacks all day, I think you can very quickly lose your marbles a bit.
Well, I mean, we are literally talking from experience because the first 3-4 days of quarantine, we'd worked so hard before we went into isolation. And then over the period of about 3-4 days, a lot of work dropped off. Thankfully, we've still got a little bit of ongoing client work. So we're not, going hungry. But it was very easy for us to slip into the, it's 1 o'clock. Should we have a wine? Yeah, why not? And that's why we literally out of wine, by the way.
We were just doing FaceTimes with all our friends, like, it's midday, why not?
Well, it was funny because we do work from home pretty much all the time, but a lot of our friends don't. So I kind of took it upon myself to just call everyone I know just to kind of be a good mate.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's more fun when you're having a wine.
I honestly, it's weird because I know this is like a really, tough situation right now, but I feel so much more connected with everyone because I've actually been taking time to text all my friends, call all my friends. We're regularly chatting. And I think that's really important to because at the end of the day, yes, it's self-isolation and yes, it's social distancing, but it's actually just physical distancing. You can still be social.
Yeah. The one thing that I have noticed on a serious note is it's a lot easier to go through the next 3 to 6 months if you have someone in your household. If you're a family member, that's easy. If you're a single person, it's tough. It really is tough. And I really feel for that person. So I've been making an effort to call all of my friends as much as I can. And I will continue to do that. If you're listening and I haven't called you, I'll call you probably tomorrow now because I feel guilty. But
are you going to call every listener?
No, all of my friends that are going to go, oh, you didn't call me. But seriously, guys, this is a difficult time. So please do take that time to call your mates because mental health is going to be a real struggle for a lot of people over the next 3 to 6 months. And that is just a fact. And we have to all club together. Like your community is your tribe, and we've got to be there for each other because it is going to be really tough.
Yeah, totally.
In slightly more uplifting news, I haven't even told Pia this yet. We have a special collaboration on the vlog later this week.
What is it? Who
Cosentino, my favourite magician, is going to FaceTime in, and we are going to do magic on the vlog live together.
When you say we, how are you going to do magic?
It's going to be 2 of the world's greatest magicians collaborating together for the first time.
A never before seen event.
Cosentino and Mr. Magnifico.
Oh, is that you?
That's me.
Yeah.
Are going to be collaborating. He's going to teach me how to do a card trick.
He's going to teach you a trick, right? Yeah.
Probably the most basic trick on earth.
Great. Do we have cards?
Yeah, I found a pack.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's really, honestly, I'm so excited.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. He's cool.
He's cool. We met Cosentino about a year ago. If you don't know who he is, he's probably like Australia's #1 magician. He was on Australia's Got Talent, I think, about 2, 3, 4 years ago, and his career's just exploded since then, which is great. But for some, I don't know how we became friends, but he's a cool guy. So if you haven't seen him, go check him out. And we're going to do magic together. So stay tuned for that.
Just really nice educational content coming.
If this whole influencer thing doesn't work out, I'm working out my backup career.
Nice.
Magician's assistant.
So I know what's on everybody's mind right now.
What's that?
Tiger King. We binge watched it. I'm not going to lie.
2 days.
2 days?
Yes.
Oh, that's atrocious.
I mean, not really. It's kind of, I'm pretty certain a lot of people probably binge watched it.
2 a.m. where they're like, one more episode.
That group of people are, I mean, how they even operate above the law, I have no idea.
Mind-boggling. Absolutely. I've never seen such a group of unusual misfits and characters.
Did I watch it right? Are there more tigers and lions bred in captivity in America than are wild in the world?
Yeah, it's really sad.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's really sad.
America got to sort it out.
It's weird because I thought this whole... so if you don't know what Tiger King is essentially this documentary that's just blowing up at the moment because I think everybody's at home. So it's just really blowing up. And when I went into it, I thought it was going to be like a documentary, really about the tiger welfare and how they're being treated.
So did I.
Yeah, and this kind of point that they're all in captivity and bred for profit. But it kind of... The documentary wasn't really about that. It was kind of more about the industry itself and the unusual characters in it because they are just so crazily criminal. There is a huge... Oh, I don't want to do any spoilers.
I think it's fine. I think we can talk about it a little bit. So Tiger King basically follows 4 or 5 characters in America, across America, by the way, who are all either breeding tigers or keeping tigers in captivity for financial gain.
Zoos.
Well, yes and no.
Big cat zoos.
They're calling them sanctuaries, but in essence, they're zoos for profit.
Yeah, they're not sanctuaries.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not sanctuaries. The sanctuaries, honestly, there's this one character who's like, oh, I have the sanctuary. I've rescued all the other cats. And her sanctuary is treating them in exactly the same conditions as the zoos were. Like they just shouldn't be in captivity.
Yeah, it's a very weird documentary that like one of the characters has been married, at one point was married to 3 different guys or 2 different guys at the same time. A guy, by the way. Another character has a harem of wives, plural. Another one of the characters has apparently killed her spouse and fed him to the tigers. Like, what the hell is happening? And another one of the characters is in the documentary, he admits it, he is a self-confessed, like one of Miami's biggest drug dealers.
Yeah.
And used his drug money to buy tigers. And now he has a sanctuary, which is like super successful. Every influencer in America goes to his sanctuary. Like, it's absolutely outrageous. It's such a roller coaster.
It's so weird. So yeah, if you've got nothing to watch right now,
check out Tiger King.
You've got two days of your life that you want to waste away.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, it's really, really unusual insight into a whole different world that I just did not know existed.
The one thing I did glean from the documentary is, despite the fact that everyone in that documentary is absolutely mental,
Yes.
they all really do think they're doing the right thing, and they all really love wildlife. Like, I think that
I don't know about that, babe.
I think they genuinely feel their heart is in the right place.
I think they liked cats when they were growing up as like pets kind of relationships. And then I think when they realized that they could make money off it, I think the love for the actual individual animal very much went away.
Do you reckon?
100%, babe. Look at what they were doing. They were killing them.
No, I didn't see that.
Gassing them.
What?
Did you not watch that?
Oh, I mean, I was drinking quite a bit of wine at the time. I might have fallen asleep for a few
No,
episodes.
it's just turned into a business. They've just realized that, first of all, they got a crazy amount of weird status by letting, hot models in the club hang out with baby tigers.
Doc Antle, one of the characters, was the guy that supplied Britney Spears with all of her animals for all of her videos.
Yeah, they literally hang out with celebrities in Las Vegas and all that sort of stuff because everybody just wants to hold a baby tiger.
I didn't realise. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that every morning I post Your Morning Monkey, which is a Limbani, who's a monkey that I absolutely adore. Like, I really want to work with monkeys when this whole thing's over.
Isn't he a chimp?
Same thing, babe.
No, they're not monkeys. They're apes. I tell him this every day and he ignores me. He knows better.
I don't think it would have the same ring if I called it Your Morning Chimp. Your Morning Monkey is cute.
I know.
So anyway, Your Morning Monkey is Limbani, this monkey at ZWF. This is the guy that's the coke dealer, or the ex-coke dealer, who now invites like David Dobrik, Logan Paul. They all come and go and check out his little sanctuary in Miami.
Yeah.
And now I'm not sure if it's a sanctuary.
I don't think it's a sanctuary.
Oh, man. It's like, look, if you haven't seen Tiger King,
well, worth checking out.
I think everyone has probably seen it. I think our followers are very similar to us.
Do you think so?
They are cool dudes.
Let us know in the comments if you've seen
There's
it.
no comments on podcasts.
In the reviews.
The other thing that we're loving watching is Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think we're very late to the party on that one.
I feel like the first season was kind of like, meh, it was all right.
Yeah.
But the characters, I don't know, they really grew on me in the later few seasons.
So
and then I
that
really got into it.
The guy and the dad, like the son and the dad, they're actual real son and dads. That's Eugene Levy, and the son is his actual son.
Yeah, I think
they write it together.
Eugene Levy is the dad from American Pie.
With the eyebrows.
Yeah, with the eyebrows. He's just a cool fella.
He's the best.
I know.
It's so weird. I feel like him and Stifler's mum are my 2 favourite actors in the world.
Of all time.
It really says a lot about me.
I know, but I think that was just your coming of age.
No, it wasn't. Oh, maybe it was.
And who was the chick that was in American Pie?
Shannon
Doherty?
I don't think so. She was in Beverly Hills 90210.
No, what's her
name? It was Shannon Elizabeth.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think that was, I might go as far as saying that was the first pair of boobs I saw, maybe.
Wait, does she actually show her boobs in American Pie?
Yeah.
That was the first pair of boobs.
Maybe. Anyway.
So how old were you then?
I don't know. I could have been 10, I could have been 20, I'm not sure. Very embarrassing. Let's move on. Oh, man. We should watch American Pie again.
I know. Let's do that tonight.
That movie was a classic.
I'm so down.
I just love Stifler.
Yeah.
I just think if I was a jock when I grew up, which I wasn't, I was a nerd, by the way. But if I was a jock, I would have really wanted to be Stifler.
Really?
Yeah, he was so
such a
cool.
twat.
I know, but as a nerd, I wanted
can't
to be
imagine
him.
you being that twatty.
No, I was the nerd guy.
You were the-
I was the American Pie dude. No, let's not put that in.
We're putting it in. You always tell me we can't cut here.
I definitely didn't do anything to a pie.
Okay.
That's all I'm clarifying. I must admit, I am longing for The Mandalorian season 2, which is coming out in August.
Oh, yes.
That is brilliant. We watched Star Wars, the last one, The Rise of Skywalker. That was amazing, and now it's piqued my interest for The Mandalorian.
I got to be honest, I'm more into The Mandalorian because I was just never into the whole Star Wars universe
Yeah, I know.
when I was younger. Oh, do you know what's cute?
What?
Everybody's adopting dogs.
I know. That is so nice. You know, it was the dog pound,
Yeah.
just a few kilometers away from here, is empty.
I know all the dog shelters, dog and cat shelters have said that people came in droves to adopt the pets or at least to foster the pets throughout this isolation, and they're basically managed to empty them out.
That is going to help people's mental health so much.
Yeah, yeah.
I cannot emphasize, if you're not in a position where you have to isolate yet and you can get to a dog pound but you know isolation is coming, definitely foster a dog, because I would 100% say, me and Pia have been together 10 years. The single best thing we've ever done is adopt Muesli.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
She honestly adds so much joy to our life. It's like
Well, not today. She's farting so much right now.
she's farting a lot.
I'm trying to discipline her to not fart.
You can't discipline her to not fart. I don't discipline you.
Fair point. Well, yeah, dogs are the single, dogs and cats, I think. I'm not a cat guy because I'm super allergic to
I've
cats.
just never had a cat. I don't know. I think I think they're super cute.
Yeah,
but
I
I've
think
just-
you're either a cat or dog person. I used to have a cat and I had it for 6 weeks, and once it kind of matured from kitten to cat, I realized I was super allergic and had to get rid of it.
What do you mean get rid of it?
Not get rid of it. I had to just let it get adopted from me.
Oh, right. So
mean,
you gave it
just
to
shoot
someone
it.
nice.
Oh, this cat makes me sneeze. Bang.
It's like, this sounds like Tiger King.
It wasn't like Tiger King. I think it went to a policewoman. But yeah, dogs are literally a man's best friend.
Yeah.
I love my dogs so much.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we get a place with a garden, and then we can get a couple more.
Yeah, I know. I want her to have a little puppy to play with the whole time.
So good.
And just watching them like rough and tumble. Be really cute.
Really
So
good.
that's some really fun news that's come out of this.
There is good news. There is light at the end of the tunnel. If anyone's feeling a little bit down right now, just bear in mind that there are countries that are coming out of this already, and it is literally a time. There is a legitimate time window which we just have to sit here and do our thing and stay at home, and that is it. And if you do it, we're all going to be okay.
Yeah.
But don't go outside.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And I think, obviously we've all been through a few crazy emotions because it's just really weird and confusing. You don't know how to deal with it. But I think at the end of the day, if you can try and enjoy the time, slowing down and, shifting your priorities from work to maybe focusing on your personal hobbies or your relationships or something like that. Maybe at the end of the day, it's something that actually will come out,
With a new skill.
Yeah.
For me, I will probably be a master magician.
What can I do? Pottery.
Costantino will be trembling in his boots, thinking, oh no, I now have competition. Actually, I am taking this time. I haven't put it on the vlog because I'm still terrible, but I am taking this time to learn guitar.
Yes.
Pia bought me Prince's guitar.
He's also learning to read. It's really good.
Oh, boy. A, B, C. Yeah, I'm learning guitar right now. It is very hard. I had no idea it would make my fingers bleed.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I've got calluses and everything.
Kane can already play piano. He's a pianist.
Yes.
But you're not really into the guitar so much, right? And
No, it's
a
not
lot
that big.
harder on your fingers.
Oh, it's so hard. I really have a newfound respect because I can play. I was classically trained when I was a kid, so I think I'm a pretty good pianist. I'm not amazing.
He is. He's really good.
I'm above average, but I'm not great.
You should play an outro song for the vlog.
No. I'm okay. And I thought that would just translate to being a good guitarist. And as it happens, it's really tough. So mad respect for anyone that plays guitar. Wow.
The other thing I would really like to do is learn another language. So
You can do that on Duolingo. That's a great app.
Yeah, I already speak German and English, and I think I would really like to speak
Spanish?
either Spanish, French, or Italian.
I think Spanish would be good from a business perspective, just purely because I think it's the second or third biggest language in the world.
That's right.
Italian, I think, is a beautiful language. Though.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds great.
Yeah.
But I just don't know when you would use it.
But French I like as well because I kind of, maybe at some point in our life, we go and live in France for a year.
Je voudrais un jambon.
And just spend a year, eating croissants and going to the fromagerie.
Fromagerie. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Just hanging out at Fashion Week,
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't think we're going to be traveling for quite a while yet. But
I said we all got to be dreamers now, baby.
Nice dream. Nice dream.
So you're trying
to find the damn sound. It's been a while. I'm trying to find the button.
Is it literally the last one you're going to select?
Oh, time is up. Oh no, that's the outro. All right, let's go with this one. Guys, we normally at this point in the podcast would do Talk to Me in My Ears, the segment where you guys ask us questions and we answer them. Now, what happened was, about an hour ago, as I was listening to all the questions, I deleted them. So we're going to skip that. But if you'd like to leave us questions, please, the link is in the description of this podcast. Go leave us a thing, and I promise I won't delete them next week. This is why wine is okay and vodka's not okay.
Yeah, I know. This is a lot more giggly than normal, I'm noticing.
So I'm going to cut it here, and we're going to go straight in to Conspiracy of the Week.
All right. Have you got a conspiracy?
I do.
Ooh.
Hang on. I've got to get the music right.
I don't know what this is.
Here we go. All right. Conspiracy time.
Conspiracy.
I don't know if this is a conspiracy or just an interesting fun fact that I found today.
Okay.
From 2008. Because I've only just started reading the news. And now I'm shocked at how horrible the world is. I do live in a bubble, by the way. For as long as I've known Pia, I've never watched the news.
Yeah.
I tell her not to watch the news because I think if you wake up and watch the news first thing in the morning, it is inherently going to put you in a bad mood because the news doesn't tell you good stuff.
Yeah.
So why wake up and be indoctrinated with horrible, negative stuff?
Yeah, I get my news from different sources.
Yeah, I get mine from TMZ.
I get mine from Philip DeFranco.
Right. Don't take any news advice from us. But just in the last few weeks, I've been actually looking at the news because it will serve me well. And I found myself on abcnews.com, which I think is owned by Disney.
Oh, wow.
I think.
Okay.
And I saw this article pop up called, "What Does Mary-Kate Olsen Know About Heath Ledger's Death?" Which intrigued me because I always find it weird when people who are so young and so successful pass away.
Yeah.
In untimely deaths. It seems really weird.
Yeah, yeah.
He just finished The Joker. He was
peak of his
he was
career.
the
Peak of his career. Absolute Hollywood heartthrob.
Yeah.
Gaining huge leading roles and all that.
And then when you hear that someone has passed away by potential, self-harm, I always think, well, was it or was it an accident? Were they just partying too hard? That's where my mind goes.
So he died of a drug overdose, right?
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I was reading.
So are you saying that are they saying that there's foul play or something?
Yeah. Basically, not me. The newspapers allegedly.
ABC.
Well, not the ABC. Just everyone.
Okay.
This is also a news article from 2008, so this is probably very old news.
Right.
But I found it interesting, so I thought I'd share it on the podcast today.
Okay. What happened?
So, Olsen, Mary-Kate, refused to cooperate with investigators until she was granted immunity.
Immunity for what?
Well, exactly. So what happened was Heath Ledger had died. He was found by someone in that apartment who then, it was his masseuse, the massage person, right? Who then called Mary-Kate, and Mary-Kate then didn't call the police. No one called the police. They called Mary-Kate's security guards, who then rushed to the apartment. but also someone had called the police. So at the same time that the police arrived, Mary-Kate Olsen's security, like personal bodyguards, arrived.
Right, okay.
Which is very, very weird. I find that a strange thing.
Yeah.
I can't work out a circumstance where I would do that.
Well, I mean, what are the news saying? Are they saying that they were like dating or something? Or are they saying that there was like foul play?
So there was kind of speculation that maybe for the past 2, 3, 4 months they had been kind of dating a bit, but I don't think it was necessarily public. But, when you're celebrities, sometimes you keep that stuff quiet for the first few months so you don't get too many tabloids ruining the romance,
Yeah.
But the interesting thing was, I saw this. Mary-Kate Olsen's attorney had to issue a statement that said this. Despite tabloid speculation, Mary-Kate Olsen had nothing whatsoever to do with the drugs found in Heath Ledger's home or his body, and she does not know where he obtained them. Now, that's an interesting statement, fair enough. But she also demanded immunity before speaking to the cops.
Oh, man.
That sounds weird. That sounds to me like she did know where he got them from. It also sounds to me like they came from her pocket.
Oh, is that what they're alleging?
Well, that's what I'm alleging.
No, you can't allege that.
I'm not alleging it. I just read it and I put 2 and 2 together in my head and I came out with 5.
Well done, baby.
I thought that was interesting. I thought it was very interesting. It's
I miss Heath Ledger being like a film star. I really liked him.
so good.
I really, really liked him.
It was interesting being a guy, not really a massive Heath Ledger fan until I saw The Joker. And then when I saw The Joker, I was like, I need to watch everything else he's made because he's a great actor.
Yeah, my favorite was A Knight's Tale or 10 Things I Hate About You.
10 Things I Hate About You was very good, actually.
Oh, 10 Things I Hate About You was the best.
Yeah, I think A Knight's Tale was possibly overall my favourite movie.
Oh, it was really cool. The styling in it was just so unusual.
Very, very cool movie. But it's a real shame. Also, if you have any conspiracy theories that you think we should include in next week's episode, and I will go quite deep, if they contain aliens, I'm more interested. Do DM me on Instagram or however you want to get in contact, and we'll have a look at those next week.
Yes.
Oh, time is up, and that's where we're going to end today's episode of Wine Time. If you enjoyed this podcast, please make sure you're subscribed and have hit that 5-star rating on this episode. Every little bit helps, so we really appreciate that. If you fancy keeping up with our antics outside of this podcast, you can always follow us on Instagram. The links are in this description, or you can check out our YouTube channel where we post at least 2 videos a week. If you'd like to check out our website, which has heaps of posts as well as all our photo and video presets, head over to kaneandpia.com. That's www.kaneandpia.com. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.